I'm a shield.
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 I ended up homeless on the streets of Jacksonville, Florida. Being in this wheelchair, no one would put me in a shelter because I kept getting into the same thing, too much of a liability. So I slept on the streets for the whole 5 months I was in. I had a wonderful husband who I lost on October 5th of this past year. So jokingly, I told him one day if we could walk out of Jacksonville, Florida, I'd walk to Tennessee. And one of the kids in the park said, well, they all called me Mom, and said, well, Mom, you can do that. My husband pushed me from Jacksonville, Florida to Kingland, Georgia, without one ride, 47 miles. We got 2 rides, and then he pushed me another 22 miles till we got to Savannah, Georgia. I didn't know where else to go. The church wasn't willing to give us a bus ticket, and I just did that. I just closed my eyes and pointed, and I hit Chattanooga, Tennessee. Well, it's a funny thing that happens to you when you're on the street. You don't think about what you don't have, you think about what you need. So you spend your days on getting the essentials. Make sure you have as warm a place as possible to sleep. Getting to the feeding stations. We live out there on the thing. The world's gonna crash down every day if you don't get what you have to do done. Because it's not a month-to-month survival, it's a day-to-day. The mayor saw my husband pushing me in a downpour rain. And he had asked Brother Ron at the kitchen if we were one of theirs. And he said yes, and told him my story. He said he didn't care what the mayor says, I don't care who you have to contact, I want these people housed, and I want them housed now. And they contacted the Salvation Army, who put me up the very next day in a motel room for 3 weeks while they were trying to get all the hoops jumped through. And Salvation Army jumped through every hoop. My every need was met. I am in my apartment now. I have been in my own apartment since August 27th. And I've got a little part-time job. And they help me every way. I mean, any way there is for them to help, they've helped me. With food, furniture, moral support, spiritual support. In a nutshell, it's a group of very extremely caring people. And without them, that day by day I was talking about would never happen for anyone out there.
I just can't say enough about the staff, professional staff of the Salvation Army, as well as the Army officers themselves. They're the kindest people I've ever been around. They have a true heart for the poor. They understand what the poor are going through, and they do their best that they can to see that they are comforted.
And most people will probably never know the backbone that they provide for this community. Not only the faith-based organization that they are, but for food and clothing and just outreach.
The Salvation Army plays a key role. They're one of the leading volunteer response agencies that we depend on to come to the aid of the citizens.
Salvation Army is one of my heroes. My heart is eternally grateful for what they did for our community in our hour of need.
They helped us with our first month's rent. They gave us plenty of opportunity to get our lives started again, to rebuild, an opportunity to move forward.
They helped us in more ways than one. They helped us out with Christmas. They helped us out with the angel tree. My kids were able to open presents on Christmas Eve and Christmas morning and play with their toys, and I got to sit back and watch and just watch them run around the house all day long playing. It was a blessing. It was very happy for me.
It's going to be kind of unique saying I can go home instead of saying, well, I've got to go under the bridge tonight to go to sleep, or I've got to go to the mission. I can say I'm going home, you know, to have a key to my door to open the door and walk in, you know, and feel safe, and to be able to be safe about being in a home where I don't have to worry about if the next person's going to beat me up or kill me or be afraid if I'm going to be walking down the road and get robbed or whatever. You know, those things will still be there, but it won't be so evident in my life if I've got someplace that I can actually call home. Thank you for being a shield.
Thank you, sir. Merry Christmas.
Thank you for being a shield.
Thank you for being a shield.
Thank you for being a shield for me and my family.